Hey everybody. Welcome to Josh is drinking a LaCroix. Welcome to Rabbit Trails.
I didn't go to the store and pick up a drink, so
I was like, whoa, you show up empty-handed
I'm desperate for anything.
to my place of...
And it's like, it's all right, you know?
It's a pamplemousse. It's almost like the most basic LaCroix flavor you can get, I'd say.
Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse. What is that like a heffalump?
Grapefruit.
I
do not know why they call it pamplemousse.
Yeah, just say grapefruit.
Yeah. I have no clue.
Dude, that's...
I think maybe it's another name for grapefruit is pamplemousse, but IDK.
Drinking it, it just feels like someone's like pouring gasoline down my throat.
It always starts that way.
Yeah. So is this like cigarettes? Like you just have to go through a few and then it's normal?
I'd say. I mean, I've never done cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done cigarettes before, but I'd say it's like that.
You ever done the weed?
No.
Yeah.
I was in Oregon for 3 years and I never done the weed.
It's pretty awesome, man.
Missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, I think you're okay.
Yeah. Could have done like a brownie or something. I don't know.
I love brownies.
I mean, yeah, I'm okay.
Are you okay? What's going on with you, man?
Are you okay? No, dude.
How are you, man?
Dude, I'm still coming off the high of Dune Part 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did go.
I have to talk about it.
Go ahead, man. Go off, Queen.
It'll have been 2 weeks since it dropped when this episode comes out.
But it's still fresh on your mind.
My gosh.
Yeah. This is Gage's movie review, Dune Part 2.
I'm not gonna spoil anything because Josh hasn't even seen either of them.
He's gonna talk about the
I'm just
whole
gonna talk
thing,
how I feel about it.
and he's gonna spoil it all. He's gonna tell you like the plots and like the twists and the turns.
No.
So if you haven't seen it,
when I say to you right now,
okay,
I'm not kidding with what I'm about to say.
all right,
I've thought about it.
okay,
For a couple days. I've let it sit and I'm like, I don't want to jump to this place because
I'm not ready to get married.
It's not that.
Oh,
It's about the movie. It's
Gotcha.
not a personal thing at all.
gotcha.
So,
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were I thought you were proposing or something.
no, because it's about the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Why would I even?
I just felt like that was.
Is that just all you're thinking about right now?
I thought you were going in that direction. I don't know.
Why did you think that?
I just needed to like make sure that you weren't. So I just kind of had to, you know.
It's kind of weird.
So what's up with Dune?
Okay. I didn't want to jump to this, so I sat on it for a couple days just to like mull it over, you know? Because after the movie, I was so like out of my mind because it was so good that I couldn't go to sleep for an hour and a half. And I had picked the showing to like get me to bed on time. But then I still was up till like 10:40 something because I just laid in my bed and I couldn't stop thinking about the movie. Which is it's literally like the last high I had like that was Endgame, but it topped Endgame, like the high. So this is what I'm about to say.
All right.
I'm convinced that's the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life.
That's pretty crazy.
Out of all movies, I think that is the number one movie I've ever seen.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. I know. That's why I don't want to say that. Like,
yeah, you did that.
I don't want to just toss it out.
Yeah, you said it though.
That's why I've been sitting on it for a couple days. I've been telling people I'm convinced I've seen the best movie of my entire life. I'm thinking that maybe I have.
That's pretty crazy. How does that make you feel?
It made me feel good because movies have been so trash of late.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's like a movie that we just watch randomly that's bad, or I go to a theater and I see a movie and it's kind of just like mid. You know, a lot of movies have just been kind of like mediocre and like most of them like not terrible, just kind of like they just don't give me that feeling of like this was an amazing movie, you know? And then I went and saw Dune Part 2. And I was like, wow, it's 2 hours and 46 minutes. I'm really upset about that because it's long, you know? I was like complaining to my dad about it before I went and saw it. I was like, just every freaking movie feels like they need to be 2 hours and, 30 minutes long. And I don't understand why. And I was like, I'm sure I won't care when I get in there. And I didn't at all. The pacing was incredible. Anyways.
Pacing was incredible?
Pacing.
Oh, pace. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So anyways, yeah, I'm convinced it was the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It took a big fat duty all over Star Wars.
Not hard to do.
If I'm being honest. Yeah. It's not hard to do these days.
Not hard to do.
But it's just like, it's been described as the adult Star Wars, like the more intense version of like Star Wars and like sci-fi stuff. And the first one was like, okay, yeah. But this first one was really just a setup for the second one. Like it just laid the groundwork. And the second one, like this is the most 2-part movie experience I've ever seen, where it's like, it's truly a 2-part. Like it's not just they didn't have enough time in the first one to do the whole movie. It's like the first one goes hand in hand with the second one, and you have to watch the first one in order to watch and enjoy the second one. And it felt like that it was an addition. It didn't feel like, okay, you just didn't have enough time. It actually was like, oh, this is here. You didn't just stop at a random point, like in Spider-Verse. Like it just kind of was like, that could have just been its own movie. It didn't need to be 2 parts because they had a beginning and an end. The other one, the Dune Part 1, didn't really have an end. It kind of just was like open-ended. And then the second one was like a continuation of that story, where Spider-Verse is like, they told the whole story and then they started a next story right at the end with the whole alternate universe Prowler thing. But anyways, I think it's the best movie I've ever seen. I loved every second of it. I had zero qualms with it. Absolutely nothing I could pick out that was like, well, I would have done this differently.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, man. I'm happy for you.
It is pretty crazy. It made me believe that movies can be good again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Yeah. So what was your top movie before Dune?
I think Bones and All was like number 1, but I don't know. It's like kind of different because Bones and All is just like a different kind of like movie. Like it's not the same, like this was like an action packed. It kind of hit all the categories. It's got like a little romance. It's mainly like action and like, thriller and drama and stuff like that. Bones and All was very like an artsy fartsy film. So as far as like artsy fartsy films go, I'd say Bones and All is still like the best one I've seen. Because it really takes that artsy fartsy to like level 20 billion. It's kind of
does it stink?
Ridiculous.
Smell bad?
Stink of art?
Yeah.
The stench is futile. Can I say that? Stench is futile?
Futile? Yeah, you just said it.
Well, no, but like,
futile,
does that make sense?
Futile. Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It's like if you fart and it's like, if it's futile, you're like on the verge of throwing up, I think. That's what I think about anyways.
That's kind of what I meant.
It's like, don't smell it, you'll throw up.
So you know what I meant? And I knew what I meant, but it's like, does that even, as far as vocabulary goes, does that even, I don't think that adds up.
Yeah, because they're like, your existence is futile. Like,
I thought that meant like it's coming to an end. Like it will end eventually.
I mean, technically, if you smell if you smell that art fart, you probably die.
Yeah, but I was describing the fart as futile.
Yeah, I think so. I think that still works.
Okay, definitions aren't adding up to me.
I mean, just don't say it if you don't know,
Well, I said it and then I didn't know afterwards.
Redact it.
Okay, redacted. Yeah. Anyways, I just had to get that out. I haven't been able to talk to really anybody about the movie, and it's like, I'm bursting at the seams.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Does it hurt you that I'm not like as big of a movie buff, so you can't we can't just spill the pork and beans about it?
No, because we watch movies together, and it's like, you don't have to be a movie buff. It's just like, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to talk about what happens in the movie. You know? But like with my 2 movie buddies up in Oregon, Micah and Allie, they haven't seen it either.
Mm-hmm.
And so Allie's seeing it this weekend. And Micah won't be able to see it for like another week. So it's just like, dude, who the frick am I supposed to talk about this movie with? The only other dude who saw it the same night as me was Max at work.
Mm-hmm.
And he was not as thrilled about it as I was.
Really?
He was like, yeah, it's kind of just like too long
Mm-hmm.
and something else. And I was like, I didn't feel that way at all.
Yeah.
I thought it was like literally 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so no, you don't have to be a movie buff.
So are you going to get a Dune 2 movie poster?
No.
Are you going to buy all of Timothy Chalamet?
Chalamet.
You going to buy like like whatever products that he comes out with or something like that?
No. He didn't direct it.
You going to do like a t-shirt maybe? Yeah, but he was in it. He was the star.
He was in it, but he didn't make the movie.
You going to get a t-shirt with his face on it or?
I mean, maybe. That'd be cool, I guess, if I saw one and it was $0.
So you wouldn't pay for it?
No.
Not a true fan?
I didn't say I was a fan. I said I liked the movie.
So you hate him?
The director made it. I think this was his best performance of all times.
Mm-hmm. Of
all times.
So you wouldn't buy a t-shirt?
No.
Why?
Do you have any t-shirts of Mark Wahlberg?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Dude, how funny. What if I
Yeah, I do. You take your t-shirt off and you have one under? Yeah, I do. Whatever. That would have blown my mind. How are you, man?
Okay. I'm a little tired.
Yeah? Were you up late?
No, I mean, I freaking...
Because I know you were up late.
That wasn't late for me. That was chump change.
It was late for me.
I know. And you were so energetic, too. I was like, damn, he may never
I
go
would
to
have kept
sleep.
going, yeah.
I was like, he'll never go to sleep. But I was like...
These days I thirst for the weekend, you know?
Yeah, I mean, who was the poet who said everybody's working for the weekend?
I don't know his name. Working for the weekend.
Yes. I mean, he's a poet, though. He's probably right.
Whoa. Great song.
That's what I hear.
Great song.
That's what I hear when I hear
It's
it.
on my Walkman in my car.
Walkman.
Dude, Christopher Walken was in Dune Part 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's such an odd...
It was pretty... I mean, he was great. Like, he wasn't in it. He probably had a total of like 10 minutes screen time, 15 minutes screen time. But you could tell he was like trying not to do the classic Christopher Walken voice because it was a very serious role. He played the Emperor. So, but he was great. I mean, he's old, dude.
Yeah.
He's old.
I mean, he's been old for like millennia.
Yeah. I think every time I've seen him, he's been old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now he's like just decrepit.
There's like there's a few actors who
have always been old.
Always been old since
Morgan Freeman.
were. Yeah. Morgan Freeman.
Old. John Malkovich. Been old.
Mm-hmm. Bruce Willis.
Yeah, but he doesn't look as old.
His face is droopy.
Now he's old.
Yeah.
Like now I'm like, okay, yeah. But like in Red or whatever those freaking movies are, he didn't look that old to me. Mm-hmm. Like I could tell he was aged, but he didn't look like John Malkovich or like Christopher Walken or Morgan Freeman old. You know?
Yeah, those guys are like dag nasty old.
Yeah, those guys are like on their deathbed. Have been on their deathbed the whole time I've been alive.
Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. He was the teacher. He's been old since the 90s. It's not the 90s anymore. It's not even the early 2000s. He's pretty decrepit.
Christopher Lloyd. That dude's old. The scientist from Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, old.
He's still alive. And he's old. He's been old before I was alive.
Isn't it weird? Like they have gray hair and wrinkles and everything, and they're just still
alive.
Kicking. They're still kicking.
They're just alive. Hey man, you got wrinkles and gray hair. You should be dead, man.
If you
what? Yeah, you should be dead.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be alive anymore. That's a marker. Say, I should be dead. No. Yep.
They go marker, and then he just falls over dead.
And action. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
I know. I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, go. You're dead.
No, this isn't a movie.
Cut. You're not dying.
This is my house.
You're not dying, dude. You have to die.
What production are you with?
Bro, imagine, okay, there's an older actor He's acting. Like he's in a studio acting. He gets like, he has like a psychic break and just forgets who he is in the middle of the scene.
Okay.
What do you think happens?
I feel like everyone just packs up, leaves.
Just like that? That's simple?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're just like, we're gonna have to recast.
But like to him, you know, like to him, he's acting like somebody else, and then he forgets who he is, and then he's in this space, and they're like, you say this, do that. I mean, he'd lose his mind. Like he'd be like, what's going on? Like he wouldn't keep going. But anyways, that was kind of a lame. I thought it was gonna be cooler.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like who would you think he is? Yeah, but then they'd be like, you're an actor.
Yeah,
but he'd be totally confused.
He would. If you could get rid of any actor or actress, and well, one of each, actor and actress,
okay,
who would you get rid of?
I want you to go first. Okay,
I asked the question, but
yeah, well, I want to think because you've already had the question. I want to sit and think about it for a minute.
Okay, well, I freestyled the question, so let me just kind of.
I knew you were going to say that.
You should have asked me to go first then. If I could get rid of an actor, I'd probably get rid of. I already know yours.
Yeah.
Dane DeHaan.
Crazy. That's how crazy you picked that out. You saw me smiling. You're like, I know who you're thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Gage would get rid of Dane DeHaan easily.
Why is he still in movies? Who let him in Oppenheimer? Who let him in there, dude? Even in that movie, I was like, dude, stop.
I mean,
oh, shoot. But Jared Leto, though.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I hate Jared Leto more.
Yeah, I get rid of Jared Leto.
I feel like I hate him more. We can unite.
Yeah.
But if we both get a pick, I'll do Dane DeHaan. You can do Jared Leto.
Yeah.
We just wipe him out.
Sure. Let's get him out. Get him out of here.
Yeah. Dane DeHaan, man. Interesting.
Actress, Gail Gadot.
Yeah. She's not great. And she's just in everything right now.
Yeah. She's got to go.
If you asked me like a couple weeks ago, I might have said Florence Pugh because she's doing the thing where she's in everything right now.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, yeah, I mean, you're an actor. I'm not like blown away. But then she was really good in Dune Part 2. So I wouldn't say that anymore.
So who would you say?
I think I finally got to a point where I'm like, okay, I've been broken. So now, I don't know, J Law is past that point as well. For a while, I would have said J Law because she was in everything under the sun forever. I guess Lizzo doesn't count. She was in one thing.
Yeah, she was in one thing, but she should go.
Yeah. I don't think she'll be in anything anymore. I don't think we got to worry about that.
Yeah, she really slipped on that banana peel.
When's she going to come out with like a new album and no one's going to listen to it? That's going to be crazy.
She could have, and I just
These days, well, it's weird because like Kanye West got like canceled hardcore pretty much and people still listen to his new album.
When?
So I'm like, huh?
Oh, yeah. What's the thing with Kanye, though? Kanye can do and say whatever he wants.
Because he's always been crazy.
No, like, well, he's always
like, said outlandish things.
He has, and he was always just super arrogant.
Yeah.
But then he did Graduation, and it's like one of the best albums of all time. He's made so many best albums of all time that it's like, I don't like what you said, but
I just think it's
production of this album is fire.
You know, that like I feel like he's one of the first people. No, he's not. But like people get canceled. He's just a huge megastar, gets canceled, but then like he lost some stuff, namely his mind.
His mind and then his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude went nuts.
Dude,
it's kind of crazy. It's just it's terrible that his life is on display and people are just watching him have a psychotic breakdown.
Yeah, and
over years.
No one's like, you need help, man? Or
I just like people have to have said you need help.
Yeah. Okay. The thing, because Kanye will surround himself with yes men.
Right.
So like,
when you're rich, you can do that.
I was talking to Cray the other day, and he was saying he saw this video of like a guy saying something to Kanye that might have been like something he was disagreeing with Kanye about something, and Kanye was like either you better stop now before you get exiled. Use the word exiled.
Exiled. So it's a cult.
I think so.
Kanye cult.
Yeah. So it's like you're not gonna have you won't find any real ones around Kanye that are like, hey man, maybe take some medication.
Hey dude, you need some serious help.
Yeah.
Because you've gone insane.
But then he'll be like, oh, I need help, and then he'll play like the most fire beat you've ever heard in your life.
Hey.
Like
He just does that and they're like, never mind.
Yeah, basically. Because I listened to the album and it was like,
I listened to one song. I just saw it on YouTube.
production wise, fantastic. It would have been better if it was just a Ty Dolla $ign album, because he sounds amazing.
Crazy that anyone collaborated with him in that album. I find that to be crazy.
That's just kind of
Not even because I'm like, he should be canceled, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like surprised that people would.
right.
Because he's so hot right now. And
Yeah.
not in a good way.
He's just kind of a genius when it comes to the music, apparently.
It's crazy.
I mean, every single album he drops, you're just like, this kind of sounds next. Like, I feel like I'm in another world.
Yeah.
But he can't spit no more. Like,
Yeah, because his teeth are jacked.
no, not that. I mean, like
sorry.
rap. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like he doesn't he doesn't produce like bars like he used to.
Right.
Like, I mean, he rhymed for me and Porsche, and I almost turned it off.
Yeah, that's something.
I was so upset.
Yo, free my boy Buffalo Bill. He didn't do anything.
The serial killer from Silence of the Lambs.
I'm making it's like an allegory. It's like a metaphor.
A metaphor for what?
Well, it's not a metaphor. It's a, what do they call that? Like an example or something? I don't know.
What are you doing? What are you trying to do here?
What are you doing here?
Dude, I remember you used to say that all the time. And then, well, did you like post on your Twitter once, like, free my boy Buffalo Bill?
Yeah. It was right after we watched that movie.
No, that was a really good movie.
For my boy Buffalo Bill, he didn't do anything, man.
Somebody wants just to wear people's skin. Like, I don't understand. Dude.
So the guy needs a little help. Okay. But don't put him in jail.
Yeah.
He killed people. Yeah. He needs some help, like I said.
Yeah, obviously that wasn't cool, but like, if we get him some help, maybe he'll stop killing people.
Okay.
How do you what do you think serial killers are afraid of?
I know some of them are afraid of like not being appreciated.
That's wild. That's like you're doing the thing that most people like will get you not appreciated.
Well, like there's some of them, at least in my experience, of course, with silver killers. Of course.
Silver killers?
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Serial killers.
You guys seriously like want me to keep doing this podcast with him?
It was on the teleprompter. It's not even my fault.
Silver killers. Yeah. No, we all heard it.
Yeah, I just read it off the screen.
Shut up.
It's on the teleprompter.
Who did that?
Who wrote it? It's your boy Ricky. Yeah.
Didn't
I fire you? All right, last week I fired you.
Get out.
What'd you say?
Dude, shut up.
Dude, stop. Dude, chill. Of course, my only experience is like in movies that like, derive like real world inspiration and like real world stuff from, the stuff like say the Ted Bundy series that Zac Efron did, which was fire. Mm-hmm. So good. But like some of them, like the Zodiac Killer, like he's a genius, in a twisted way. Like it's crazy what he did. But some of them just like, or like take Batman villains, like they want to be recognized and they want to like make a statement to society. And if you make that void and everything they just like did is like void, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird to think about.
It is weird to think about.
It's really odd to think about, actually.
You ever thought about killing anyone?
Not thought about killing one, but I've been mad enough where I could kill somebody.
Oh.
But I did, you don't do it.
I didn't think about it. I just did it.
Yeah. What was that?
Frick, you say to me?
Oh, yeah. I just plan on killing you after this podcast.
Huh? Yeah.
Have you ever been so mad you wanted to just, you know?
I don't think so.
That's good.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
I didn't really get angry much.
What if you got arrested for
I don't
just
really
like,
get angry.
yeah, you don't ever get angry. You get angry at,
Nowadays, I can get angry.
you get angry at like inconveniences.
But I didn't unlock anger until I was probably 22.
Oh, you didn't unlock that?
I didn't unlock that.
You didn't have the perks?
It just wasn't a thing in my family. You don't get angry.
You were looking at the family, you were looking at the skill tree and you were like, I've kind of got everything else, but I guess anger.
Yeah, that branch is just blacked out. I don't know. My dad never got really like, I never saw my dad like angry. His anger was always like quiet and like
That's scary.
sighing.
That's a serial killer.
Yeah. I mean, I can describe it head on. It's just, he would just do a sigh. You'd know he was mad, and then he'd lean up against the dresser built into my room, and he would just like talk to me very calm about what I had done, and then lay out my punishment.
Yeah.
You know,
He'd be like, you can't go outside because you pooped your pants.
very close to the sigh. It was really close. These days, it's like hard to remember sometimes because it's been a long time since he's done it to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I would hear him do it to my sisters here and there, and I'm like, dude,
You get PTSD.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I didn't really get angry too much until like, I was 21, 22. And then I started kind of like trying to unlock that portion of my brain because it's healthy. And it's like, if you can't expend, like, and get the anger out, then it's just like unhealthy.
Right.
It comes out in other ways that aren't good. So I'm still to this day trying to like, because I feel like I let it out and then I just like lost the reins to it. And I would just get angry at everything all the time. And I didn't like that. And so then I'm still trying to gather the reins back up and not be as angry.
Yeah.
As, at little tiny things that I don't need to be angry about. It's hard to like chill out for a second, take a breath when I get angry, and I'm just like, I say something really mean or something, and I'm like, shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if I just took a second and took a breath, I wouldn't have said that. So think about it later, and I'm like, I say that.
Right.
Anyways, yeah. So
yeah, that was on that list my therapist gave me, and I was like, frick that.
yeah, grounding techniques are weird because like I'll do some of the techniques that I've been taught for like anxiety attacks and stuff, and they've never worked across the board.
I would just rather go through it.
I do not want to go through it.
Okay.
Ever. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I think I've had like 5 or 6 total over the span of the past like 3 or 4 years. 4 years. Terrible.
Dude, they just come out
I hate them.
They kind of just come out of left field.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've only had a couple that come out of left field. The other ones have come when I'm about to speak in front of people. And I hate that.
Yeah.
Because the responsibility is weighing on me. And I'm like, I am cued to speak now. And I'm literally freaking out. And I feel like I'm going to throw up everywhere. Which makes me more anxious to get up in front of people because I'm like, if I throw up
You're
in
that
front
guy.
of everybody,
You're the throw up guy.
I'm the throw up guy. I'll make a giant mess. I won't be able to complete my speaking engagement. I'll ruin this event for everybody.
Yeah.
Which I would. It's not like I'm overthinking it. That would happen. If that happened, that would happen. The event would stop. They'd have to clean it all up.
You probably wouldn't go back up.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They'd probably be like, let's get anybody else.
So yeah.
They get me, and then I'd come up and I'd kill it.
Yeah. And then I'd hate you.
And
I'd resent you forever.
I would open up and I'd be like, guys, that guy kind of sucked, huh?
So barf
Jeez,
guy.
whatever that guy ate, don't eat what he ate.
Yeah, then I'd plan to kill you.
I'll just
I'd resent you.
I'll just constantly make sure like I'm in a public setting. So
You wouldn't know though. Because I wouldn't have told you that I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm just not worried about you.
Yeah, so you wouldn't prepare then. You would just live your
No, I'd
life
be prepared. I just I'm not worried about you.
Yeah, dude, I'm always prepared to get attacked. Self-defense on level 100, and I'm just my instincts and my reaction time are kind of unparalleled at this point. You could never sneak up on me.
I could sneak up on you.
I'm acting like you right now. I was just doing the bit.
I could sneak up on you.
We do that all the time.
I could. I'm telling you.
You missed it. You missed it.
Sneak up on you.
Yeah, you missed it.
Kill you.
Well, yeah, it's. Do you want to hear what I was going to say?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I was going to say, well, yeah, it's just like I look towards you and I'm just looking right over your head, so I wouldn't even be able to see you.
Wow. This is how it is, huh?
Yeah, okay. Who was that?
That happened. Like we were playing volleyball at the gym, and this dude who we both know.
Oh yeah.
I was at the front, and he was like, "Are you guys only playing with 5 people?" Just like looking over me, and I was like, "I know you see me.
I know you see me."
It's like, I'm down here, all right. And then I murdered him.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah.
I've been watching the new Avatar, the live action one.
Yes.
It's actually fun. I hadn't finished it yet. There's only 8 episodes, but it is fun.
I'd like to watch it at some point because I watched that cartoon when I was a young boy.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's not better than the cartoon. Should not expect it to be. A lot of people are hating on it.
What do they expect? I mean, they're expecting the cartoon, obviously.
Dude, and that's kind of what makes me mad. Like, if I'm coming to really just not like live action stuff of animated stuff, because like, even if you do like a copy paste, like The Lion King was pretty much just copy and paste.
Yeah, except Beyonce was in it and then sang, let's see, every song?
Yeah. But other than that, story-wise, like just page for page. And then people are like, I don't like that movie. And it's like, it's literally just, it looks better animated anyway.
Yeah.
But so like they've left out some stuff in, like, it's just different. Right. And it's like,
you have to.
Yeah. Just watch the cartoon.
Yeah.
If that's what you want.
Yeah.
Like,
if you don't like it, don't watch it.
That's fine too. Yeah. And then like a lot of people are saying like, well, it's cheesy. Like the acting's cheesy. It's like,
are you kidding me?
Kid show.
It's the cartoon. Have you watched the cartoon? That's what I'd say.
No, they're saying that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if you've maybe seen the cartoon. Oh, you must not have. That would make them so mad. Oh, you must not have watched the original cartoon then.
Yeah.
Dude, I've watched it. I'm a hardcore fan. Okay. That's why I'm mad, because I know, because I watched it. Oh, well, wouldn't you know then, like, the original dialogue's pretty cheesy.
Pretty corny.
It's a cartoon for kids. So.
Yep.
Well, and then they'd break down.
People are mad that like Aang, they think Aang is like,
oh, you mean Ong?
No. Dude, wild that they like,
so crazy that they pulled that.
Yeah.
Insane that they pulled that. I can't believe it to this day.
It's like,
that's crazy.
The source material is from America.
The first thing you do is change the way they say his name.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, so we're going to make this movie.
Ong.
Ong is how you're going to say it.
Isn't it Aang in the
No.
cartoon? I don't know. I've never seen the show.
No. I don't know. Never watched it. Whatever.
Sure to get paid. Ong. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, they think that he's more like, he's not so much wanting to be a kid. He's just like wise and like focusing more on training, this and that. But like literally the first episode, he was like, I really don't want this power. Like, I just want to have fun with my friends. And it's like, there it is.
In the live action one?
Yeah.
He does that in the cartoon sometimes.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, hey man, he was gone for 100 years.
Yeah.
Now he has to learn all these elements that he doesn't know.
Right.
And most of the teachers are gone.
Yeah.
So hustle time.
You got to hustle, bud.
Hustle time for that.
Hustle up.
And then people are mad that Sokka isn't sexist anymore. I'm not sure why you have to explain that.
Yeah. That's kind of odd.
Yeah.
It's I feel like if he was, then people would be mad that he was. I mean, you can't ever please everybody.
That's true.
That's impossible.
They're like, it's just a part of his character. Da, da, da. It's like, okay, but like you would hate him.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know. People will change, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that show was like freaking, what, 20, 30,000 years ago?
Yeah, it's dated.
Yeah.
20, 30,000 years ago. Yeah. No, for real. I mean, things change and, you know, I don't know. Certain things can stay the same, but other things I feel like
yeah, he's still like is
because it's a different audience. It's not the same. Like that's the thing is they're making it for the old audience and also a new audience.
Dude, my parents were watching it the other day.
See.
They've never seen the cartoon.
Yeah.
They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
They think it's great. The bending looks dope.
Let's go.
Yeah.
See, that's the cool part about live action or like remakes and stuff is that you get new people to watch it. I never ever would have imagined they probably wouldn't have ever watched it if it was just the cartoon because why would they?
Yeah.
But now they're watching it because it's a Netflix series and it's live action. And so now they get to enjoy that, which is cool.
Facts.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know?
Dope. And if you don't like it, there is always the cartoon.
If you don't like it, shut up. I don't know.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
kind of
favorite.
the first thing that came to my mind was just like, shut up.
Yeah, shut your stupid mouth,
Yeah.
you idiot.
I guess we can't say much because all we do is hate on stuff a lot of times.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, because we are allowed to. We have a podcast for it. We're getting it out in a place that people don't have to hear it.
Yeah, or if you want to hear it.
Yeah, we're getting it out in a place where nobody will ever hear it. Dude, your joke last night where Chandler was talking about the streamies and you're like, is there an award for least watched podcast? Because I might know one.
Yeah, dude.
Our season 3 premiere, 211 views on YouTube.
That's pretty crazy.
Which is big time for us.
That is big time for us.
I think that's the most viewed episode.
I think
on
the
YouTube.
OB.
You think the OG first one?
No, the OB one. The spanking.
Oh, that was also 200 something. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like what,
that's-
239 or something.
I think it's like 259.
Okay.
It's up there.
High score?
High school. Yeah, and that's with no knowing how to promote.
Yeah, we
this.
didn't do anything. I just did what I usually do.
Yeah, have no idea how to promote this thing.
Yeah, we tried to release the one where we talked about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce on the Super Bowl day.
Yeah.
Nothing changed.
Yeah, someone gave us some
think we got
really cool
less.
advice about that one.
I think we got less.
Yeah, we got
views.
like 4.
I thought it was going to work. I was like, that makes sense to me. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Nope. Because you know what? People were watching the Super
People
Bowl.
were watching the Super Bowl. That's all right. No one's like, Robert was talking about Travis.
I thought it was a smart plan, though.
These two dudes are talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I have to watch this right now.
Because
And
basically, they'd have to type in something in rabbit trails and Taylor Swift to get there. Because you wouldn't just search Taylor Swift and then find it.
right. There's a
You would
plethora
not find it.
of content.
We would be the
before that
bottom of
one.
the list.
Yeah. Like actually
the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
2 white guys talking about it on a podcast. Who the frick would click on that? Not me. I would not click on it.
Probably wouldn't click on it.
I'm done with this podcast.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Nope, we're done.
Wrap it up.
I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know, man. You know, it's fun to do the pod. It's a good way to connect every week, and
Yeah.
it's something that we enjoy doing.
I wouldn't hang out with you if we didn't do the pod. Really.
Yeah, I literally wouldn't even be your friend anymore.
Yeah, I would just stop talking to you altogether.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't even know why we still do.
I
it.
hate
Like,
you. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. There's like everything. There's like
Once the camera turns off, guys, we're just like, we don't even speak.
Yeah. I
I'm
literally.
like, okay, I guess I'll see you. I don't know. I guess I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I literally like. I don't know. I get so excited for you to press the stop button so I can take these headphones off and
Yeah.
just go.
Yeah. Hearing like having a direct line to your voice into my ears is the vein of my existence. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate just
Yeah.
headphones, your voice,
Mm-hmm.
just like it's honed in on just your voice in my ears
Yeah.
for an hour or more. I'm just like, good Lord,
Yeah.
please kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Please kill me. Grant me swift mercy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. I mean, I have to look at you and it's,
Yeah.
I just like, it takes so much in me to not just flip this table over and just snap your neck. You know,
Yeah.
like it just,
It's expensive, so I guess you wouldn't, right?
I mean, I still would.
Yeah, but like we went in half on all of it, so just like,
I'll destroy my half, I guess. And then,
but then that would be my half.
well, I mean, I'm killing you anyways.
Oh, you're killing me. I thought you were just flipping the table.
No, like flipping it and then coming over there and just like killing you.
Oh.
You know? Just because
Okay.
like looking at you is repulsive.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And then like you speak as if like you really want to say something. And I
Yeah.
hate that.
I mean, you're not too bad to look at.
Don't do that.
I mean, I don't mind looking at you. I'd kiss you. If you want. I don't know. Yeah.
Dude, I want donuts so bad right now.
Dude, I don't know what it's been lately, but I've also wanted donuts repeatedly.
Yeah,
just donuts and like a crappy cup of coffee.
Yeah,
dude. Give me that.
You can't.
I want to be
that.
I want to also wear a police uniform when I'm eating a jelly donut. That's what I want.
I know a guy. We
jelly filled donut. I want to be in a police officer uniform, leaning up against the hood of my car with a cup of coffee to go and a donut in my hand.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, we got someone going downtown, but
you have to spill it on your uniform.
Oh man.
Yeah. I've warned about
Franco. Yeah, Franco, we got a guy coming downtown real quick, but I'll take my break.
We have a mutual friend who's a cop. I wore his uniform.
Oh yeah. Did you really?
Mm-hmm. He didn't know it.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
Impersonating an officer?
I didn't go outside. He asked me to watch his dog.
I didn't impersonate clips to you. Stop right there, sir. Holding a real gun.
Yeah, he asked me to watch his dog, so I was like, okay. So I went and let his dog out, went inside, and obviously I just started snooping around the house.
He had a mannequin with the full police outfit on it.
Unfortunately not.
And a prayer mat in front of it.
No.
Didn't he?
No.
Bet he did.
I just said no.
And his Glock. And he's just, yes, I am justice. I am peace.
Yeah, I saw the uniform and I was like, put it on, took a picture in it, sent it to him.
Dang.
He thought it was hilarious.
That's awesome.
But yeah, the gun and stuff, I was like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, I made his business card. You remember when
I made
I made the business cards for the city. And so I made some for the police department, and his came up, and I put like detective, like butthole detective or something like that, like something dumb, and I sent it to him, and I was like, should I print this or? Oh yeah, that's good,
dude. Imagine if we were in charge of everything.
I should never. Nope, I should not be in charge.
If I was in charge,
I'm mayor.
What even is?
Can I be the mayor? I have no clue.
What do mayors do?
No idea. Not a single idea. Early voting happened or whatever, like the primary. I don't know. I literally don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. I didn't go vote.
Nor I.
I'll vote for the president, but that's about it.
I probably won't.
It's just like, you guys can do your thing. I'm just going to live here.
I'm so poor. Like, it doesn't matter to me. If nothing changes
right.
for me,
Also, like, somebody was explaining it to me, and they're like, so-and-so, they'll often, get voted in and then clean up their area of town. It's like their motivation. I'm like, that's terrible. So they just don't even care. They just want to clean up their portion of town.
Yeah.
And then they get voted out, and the next guy comes in and he's like, I'm going to clean up mine. And I'm like, why are you getting voted in? You're not doing anything you're literally working for yourself, and that's it.
Yeah.
And so then I'm just like, hey, I'm not going to participate in that crap.
All politicians.
There's no way to win.
Yeah.
No way, because you're voting for someone who thinks they deserve such power. Mm-hmm. And really, everyone has their own motives. And so I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's a literal game. They're all children, and they're all just like, vote for me because I will do X, Y, Z. And then some of them do it, and then some of them don't do it. And then sometimes they do some of it and they don't. It's just like, dude. Because one time on this podcast, we talked about lawyers and like court sessions. Mm-hmm. It is all based off of your performance. Mm-hmm. That's it. You could have all the evidence in the world, but you can sway that jury with a freaking performance. Mm-hmm. So in reality, it's all a big joke. Everything's a joke because everyone is performing.
Yeah.
Politician, it's just like Instagram. They're putting their best foot forward. They're giving you only what you want to see. Only what they want you to see. Because they're paying for commercials and stuff and all that stuff. So they're deciding what you see, and you don't even know them. Yeah. So why would I vote for you?
Yeah.
I don't know who the frick you are. Mm-hmm. And you're probably just going to do whatever you want, and then it'll be over.
Yeah.
And I will never know anything you did unless it's something bad.
Yeah, they'll find it.
Yeah. So it's just kind of a waste of my time to walk across the street.
I was with my parents and my brother like last week, and we're at the dinner table, and they were just talking about who they were gonna vote for, and I was like, this is like.
Can we talk about something like Kevin Conroy's memory?
We can talk about like
anything.
We could talk about nothing, and that'd be more fun.
Anything else, please? Yeah. Avatar. You guys are watching Avatar? Great. It's a cool show, huh?
And they're like,
more important.
They were like, so and so did this, and it was bad, so don't vote for him. And they're like, no, it was good, and this and that. And I'm like, I want to stab myself so that this will stop.
Yeah.
Because if I stab myself at this dinner table, no one's going to talk about that anymore because I'll be bleeding, and then I have to be helped.
Just to change the subject, please.
Yeah.
Just to change the subject. I'll do it.
I'll do anything to change the subject.
Myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude. I don't know.
Dude, I
go back and forth. I wish I cared about it, but it's like you have to be so educated. I'm not. I don't know what people do. We don't even know what a mayor does.
Is anyone even really that educated? It's just like everybody has what they perceive as like
important,
good or bad or important, and then they twist it with like their own morals, creating their own truth, and then they're like, "This is what's good," and then that's good may not be good.
Which is so complex, dude. Like people will twist, and they have little tiny variable like complexities in their morals that like plug into the majority. You know, you've got someone who like believes in a majority thing of conservatives or whatever, but they have their own little tiny complexities within that thing, you know, that are not the same.
And I want to preface that like this conversation is coming from the most uneducated people.
Yep, 100%. I don't know anything. We started this conversation with, what does a mayor do?
Like the mayor who cleans up his side of town. That's good.
Sure.
And people over there.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, would think that's good.
Good for you rich people, man.
But then there's the ghetto that like needs help, needs funding, needs cleaning up. And then he's like, well, I wasn't from there.
Well, I don't live there. Yeah, because they would never get elected.
It's like, okay, well, you lived in like freaking middle class. Everything was
just a
fine.
bunch of people
everything doesn't
each other from the back.
All fine. Yeah. You could help the less fortunate.
Hey, you want this rich person to win or this rich person to win? Neither.
Yeah.
Me, I want to win.
Yeah.
And then I'll buy myself a Porsche.
Dude, if I was mayor, I'd go like this. I don't know anything. I just wanted the job.
Dude, we should run as co-mayors.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
We'd never in a million years get voted in.
Subscribe to our podcast.
So funny.
We're going to try to do...
Yeah, we will be co-mayors of Paris, Texas.
We'll try to do some good stuff.
Most epic town ever.
Yeah.
Only good movies will show at Cinemark.
Zack Snyder is not allowed to come to this
Zack
town.
Snyder not allowed to come here. We'll have all movie premieres in Paris, Texas at movie theaters. Like famous people will come here and they'll fly into the Paris airport and they will go to the Cinemark Movies 8, the most decrepit ghetto theater of all times.
Yeah.
And it's actually not, but it's just small.
Every Sunday, our podcast will play from sun up to sundown.
Yeah, the only broadcast over every radio station, all TV stations except ours. We can watch whatever we want.
And then we get voted in.
Yeah. Dude, that would be hilarious.
I'd be like, a lot of these guys are like, they want to do a lot of cool stuff, I guess. So
here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use government funding to test superpower serums on myself and Josh.
I voted.
But only us. We're going to go into human trials.
Just in case we die.
Yeah. And we're really protecting you guys.
Yeah.
But if we get powers, then I don't know. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. So that's where the tax dollars are going to go.
Yeah.
Everything else, we're like, you guys do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't care. Like, you guys have been operating without me for a long time.
Here's all the money.
Ahead. Yeah.
You guys do what you want with it. I have superpowers.
We're taking this cut and we're going to use it for human testing on ourselves. Superpowers. Where are the best scientists? They're like, sir, this is Paris, Texas. And where are the best minds? Where are they? They're not here. Are you serious? I'm mayor. Get them here. Get them here.
Yeah, I'm the mayor. You have
to. They don't want to relocate from San Francisco to Paris, Texas.
Don't care.
Literally don't care. I'm the mayor. I'm co-mayor.
Kidnap them if you have to.
Get them here. I want powers.
You're being a real villain right now.
Dude. Excuse me? Oh, dude. Yeah.
Dude, what if like we both had superpowers, but one of us went villain?
Dude, that would be an awesome story.
It would be. It's
I
like
don't think
it's
I
like
could kill her.
Chronicles, basically.
You know what's? I'm sure you do the same thing, but like whenever I watch something where it's like the best friend becomes the villain or something, and I think about whether I would kill you or not, it's a hard time sometimes.
I couldn't
Because
kill
I
you.
usually insert you into the story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, if you were that dumb, then yeah, I'd kill you. Like Finn from Miles Morales game, she was the stupidest person ever. She's so smart, but she was the dumbest person I've ever seen.
Oh, your dad's dead. So is mine.
Yeah. Also, no, it was her brother. It wasn't even her dad.
Yeah.
And then she was like going to nuke the entirety of Harlem.
Yeah. It's
And
like
she just didn't even care.
I don't understand the it's like, okay, I would get it if you went after the person who killed your brother.
Yeah, well, she's trying to bottom out the company, basically, destroy the company by
just like
blowing
killing
it up.
so many people, though.
Yeah, you're like blowing it up, but they still it's not their bank account. You're not blowing up their bank account. They still have money.
Yeah. And
so
also
then Miles presents the best course of action, which is ruin his reputation so that the company gets crammed,
that's a good one.
and then show all the evidence to shut down the project that she's trying to destroy. And she's saying, no, I want to blow up the entire one building out of all their buildings. I want to blow up this one building and then I'll be done. And it's like, that doesn't stop the company.
They would just relocate.
Or him.
Yeah.
They still have billions of dollars. And then Miles is like, wait, but look, he overcharged us. You're going to nuke the entirety of Harlem. You're going to kill everyone here in your home that you love. Mm-hmm. And she says, shut up. Stop trying to change my mind. And he shows her the evidence and she goes, shut up. Stop trying to change my mind. Now I'm going to have to kill you because I want to blow this up so bad. Mm-hmm. And then he fights her. And even during the fight, when he's like, I wouldn't be fighting you if like this wasn't going to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And she's still like, shut up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you are an idiot.
And she died like an idiot.
Yeah. And then she sacrifices herself at the end and I'm supposed to like feel all good about it.
Yeah.
You know, because then at the end, Miles is like, dude, she did the right thing in the end. And I'm like, no.
It's a fair point.
No, it's freaking, that doesn't excuse all the trash you just did.
It doesn't excuse it.
For Miles, it's different because Spider-Man used that excuse because Miles made some mistakes and messed up, but he was a hero.
Yeah.
She's a villain.
Yes.
And she messed some stuff up. And then at the end, she sacrificed herself.
I'm not saying she's a hero because of that.
No. I'm just saying that excuse doesn't work for her.
Sure.
It works for Miles. It does not work for her because she almost killed hundreds of innocent lives and just nuked an entire town.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I don't care.
Like, I think the statement of like, she did the right thing at the end, I agree with it at the face value of what it's like. Yeah, she did
Sure,
a cool thing.
You ended it right at the end.
Yeah, that's all I mean. Yeah, you can't excuse it.
But yes, it's totally different when it's a superhero versus a villain who's like killing a bunch of people basically. And then at the end, she's like, but I'll die.
Yeah. Who do you think would become a villain out of you and I?
It's a tough question. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you think you would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
I've got
a tough question.
I think
You're wearing red right now, so it's like your villain color.
Yeah. You have any idea what I sacrificed?
Dude, it'd be hilarious if like you got supervillain powers and then I just didn't get any powers.
Oh, that
Dude,
would
stop. You're like, seriously?
Seriously? I'll kill you.
I'll freaking destroy
I'll kill you right now.
You can't stop me.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I have powers. You have nothing.
What is defined as supervillain powers?
That's a good question. You can immediately kill people.
I think, isn't it? I mean, isn't it just you have powers and, and depending on what you do with them?
Yeah.
Like Homelander's basically Superman, but he's evil.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's so cool.
I hate him though.
Yeah, like cool in a bad way. Like he's a great villain.
Yeah, it's nice to have an actor and who's playing a character so good that you're like, you're the worst, but like I love seeing you.
And he's just a British dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for this character, really I was dipping into American nationalism and the superheroes of today. Donald Trump, these people, they're totally in on it. He's just like a Brit, like studying America. He's like, how do I portray this character well? It's hilarious to me because that whole show is like basically a
And that's 100% what would happen.
It's 100% what would happen, but it's, at the same time, they're basically just like punching the political landscape of America in the face repeatedly.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's all about money.
Yeah.
And people are psychopaths because, I mean, the dude cheering after he laser beamed that dude in half or whatever the frick.
Gazer beam.
And then he like cheers and then everyone cheers.
Everyone was just like, oh my gosh, he just killed that guy. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I mean, that just shows like there's people that could do anything and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that's real.
That's a thing that goes back to like what like people are like, vote for this guy because he does this, and someone else is like, that's not cool. You know, you could laser beam someone, and someone thinks that's laser beam, and then someone else would be like, that's not cool.
That's not cool that you did that. It's terrible, actually.
I hope Butcher kills Homelander though. I want that for him.
Yeah, I want him to die.
Yeah,
100%.
I bet
Carl
you.
Urban is cool, man.
Dude, Carl Urban.
Great.
Not only is he just like smoking hot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but an incredible actor.
Have you seen Judge Dredd?
No,
You got to watch that. It's
I have to.
Carl Urban plays Judge Dredd.
I've heard of it, but no, I've never.
I mean, it's just like a crazy action film. We should watch it sometime. It's just like back to back, insane action.
Yeah.
One of those movies where it's like, okay, there's nothing but action in this movie, and it's flames.
Yeah.
But it's Carl Urban, and he's hot. He's so good, and it's like he exclusively plays like these side characters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you could be so much more.
I appreciate that about some people though.
Yeah, because that's their niche.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand that.
That's how I feel.
Definitely appreciate that.
In real life, I'm just kind of a side character.
I kind of feel that way too.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
But then I see like main characters and I'm like, you kind of suck, bro.
Yeah, you're kind of trash.
Yeah, but it's nice because the pressure's not on you because you're not the main character.
Dude. I don't want the pressure on me.
Yeah.
Please, no.
Yeah. I'll be like that.
That's why I have anxiety attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So don't have the pressure on me.
You don't like pressure.
No.
So what if I just started hounding you, like I'd like to finish a paper or something?
I wouldn't like that.
Yeah. I'd be like, it's due in 5 minutes. Would you like throw up?
No. I never throw up. I just feel like I'm going to. That's the tricky bit. It's all up in my head.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You should borrow what I have. Like I'll my brain just shuts off and then my mouth just takes over.
I don't want that either. Though I would prefer that.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
The grass is always greener, they say.
Yeah, they do say that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead grass around me.
That's deep.
It's not green.
That's really deep.
It's not green over here.
Did you kill the grass or burn it or what?
It just died.
You didn't water it?
It just died.
But like you didn't take care of it or?
It just died.
Oh.
Okay. The grass around me died. There's nothing I could do about it. You can't change that. You can't change it.
I mean, you could take some steps.
No.
Probably regarden.
No.
You could regarden. That's always cool.
Regarden.
Mm-hmm.
Regarden.
Mm-hmm.
This took me completely out of the. Good regarden. Oh man. Okay, I want to do a D&D update.
Sure, go ahead, man.
Okay, because we're nearing the end.
This is Gage's D&D.
My D&D update. Okay, I just so you know. Breaking news. This D&D session. Just so you guys know, I'm playing 2 different campaigns currently. They alternate by Monday. So last Monday I was playing Curse of Strahd. The 2 campaigns I play are Curse of Strahd and Drakenheim. Drakenheim is with Teodrith, my old fart bard, who's like a king of deception, and he's an actor, and he's freaking hilarious. And then my other guy is very opposite. He's like a hero. His name is Bastion Dalavash. Great name.
Yeah.
He's like a super hot young stud, like fighter with a sword and armor. He's super hot, and he's a hero basically. He's no funny business. He's like, dude, don't mess around. Okay. So he's the opposite of Teodrith. It's pretty fun to play both of them because it's very just different. Anyways, so last week I played Bastion. And to make a long story short, basically my guy figured out he was adopted and that he's from this land and that he had 2 siblings that he didn't know about. And one of them basically like got stuck here, and then his mind was like magically erased basically. And he got this like, we got attacked by werewolves is how he got separated as kids in a family. Like our parents got killed, and then me and my sister got separated, and then our brother, he got like his arm ripped off by a werewolf, and then somebody I guess found him and then healed him, put like this demon arm on him, and then like I guess wiped his memory or something. I don't know what happened. I was going to find out, but as you'll find, I did not find out why that happened. So I know my brother's in this town that we're in. He's the captain of the guard, and he's a mean person. And I know that he's basically looking for my sister Irina, who I just found out is a blood relative. I was already kind of protective of her, like a little sister already, because we were working with her, and she needed some help, and so I was basically protecting her. But now that I know that she's my sister, it's on deck, you know? Like I'm not messing around anymore.
You almost Luke
I wasn't
and Leia.
even, yeah, dude. I knew they were gonna do that though, so I didn't. Like I purposefully was like, I'm not romantically interested in this girl.
Yeah,
because I knew something fishy was going on. Because like when I met her, the first time, the DM was like, you find her face familiar. You're not sure why. And this is before I had any idea that we were gonna be like brother and sister. I didn't know. He wrote all this stuff into my backstory basically secretly, because that's how you would do that. And then I found out because I had an unopened letter from my dead father, who died when I was away at war for several years. And then I hadn't read the letter yet because it was like emotionally intense. And I didn't want to read it because I felt like my dad would actually be dead if I read it. So anyways, I read the letter later because too many things happened, too many things that weren't coincidence. People saying that me and Irina were like brother and sister, and we used to be kids here. And I was like, I'm not even from here, you idiot. Shut up. So I read the letter, and then it was like, oh my gosh, you're adopted. You're from somewhere else we don't know where. You probably had, like, we don't even know, like all this stuff. So then I was like, okay, so I'm from here. I have a sister and a brother. So my brother's the captain of the guard. He's looking for Irina, my sister. And he's a mean boy, and he doesn't remember. He can't like figure out why he wants Irina. He doesn't even know why. He's just like kind of obsessing over it. So I sent some bad juju. So basically he finds out where she is. She's staying in this church, and we're off doing some sort of quest line, and it's getting to nightfall. And me and my buddy Cinder, who was in the war, he was like in the war with me kind of. So we're kind of like shield brothers. So we go back a little bit further than the rest of the group. So I say, I'm not going to stay at this orphanage. I got to go back to the church and like stand guard over Irina. Cause you know, Isaac, who's my brother, he knows where she is and he's probably going to come get her. You know, I got to make sure I'm there to protect her. So me and Cinder go back to the church by ourselves. Everyone else stays at the orphanage because they're dealing with something over there. We get back to the church, dude. We walk down the street. It's like nighttime. There's nobody on the street. Usually there's some guard presence. There's nobody. There's no civilians. There's no guards in front of this church. And so we walk up to the church door and we roll perception. And I see a silhouette in the alleyway across from the church building. And I'm like, oh no, this is bad.
Yeah.
Turns out it's Isaac, evil brother Isaac, who doesn't know that he's my brother. And he's got his demon hand, and he does like some sort of Human Torch flame thing where he snaps
Sick.
and there's a flame.
That's awesome.
He's got like this nasty barbed wired arm demon thing going on. So he does that, and he's like looking at me, and he did the flame thing to like kind of intimidate me. And so I pulled my sword out. I told the DM I pulled my sword out, and I went, dude, D&D's so fun, dude, because I can just do exactly what I want to. So I was like, what's up, dude? Like, pull up with the gang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, you're not scaring me. And so then he does this
Oh no,
to me.
The
Yeah.
classic taunt.
Classic. And I'm like, I was just sitting there like, what, dude? Like if you're gonna rock up on me, you better be willing to take the first swing.
Yeah.
You're the captain of the guard. I'm not an idiot. You know, like you better take the first swing.
And you just draw in the sand, just a line.
So he says across the alleyway, he says, I'm taking the girl one way or another. And I said, you can try. Mm-hmm. And so he starts running at us, and Cinder, without hesitation, it's my buddy Joey, he takes a javelin and just nails this guy. This is a big dude. Cinder's a big dude. So he just chucked this javelin and nailed the dude. And so then we fight.
Yeah.
So we're fighting this dude out in the street. We are just wrecking shop on this guy.
Let's go.
We should not be doing as good as we are, but the DM kept rolling badly. It's all chance anyways. And so he just kept rolling badly. I think he hit Cinder a few times because Cinder was doing the most damage, but I was getting hits on him and he kept on missing me.
Yeah.
And so my plan was to get him down to like till he was bloodied and like obviously like losing pretty bad. And then I was going to stop and I was going to try to talk some sense into him and be like, you better pack up and get out of here. You know, like you better pack it up. But then Cinder just straight up cut him in half.
Oh,
so I couldn't do that.
Yeah. He's like, sorry,
because he was my long lost brother. So I was going to try to like spare him and like save him somehow. I don't know what was going on with him. So obviously some magic stuff going on. I assume that we're going to find out later because there's some tower near where my family was killed. I bet there's some freaking crazy wizard in there who did that to him. And we were going to figure out how to stop it. But instead he's dead now. So there's no saving him. Which wasn't my plan, but that's how D&D goes sometimes because Joey was like low health and he wasn't stopping. And I understood that I wasn't like mad at him. Yeah. I was like, Cinder, I was going to try. I wasn't trying to kill him. And he's like, sorry.
All right, get carried away.
That's literally how he talks. He's like, sorry, he tried to kill me. Like, and I was like, that's okay. I understand. You know, I literally started the night thinking I might have to kill my brother tonight.
Wow.
Because I knew something was going to happen. I knew he was going to find out Irina was with us and I didn't know what was going to happen. And I was like, if I can't talk any sense into him, which he just seems like he's insane. Like he just seemed like he was not to be spoken to. Like he was messed up. So I was like, I might have to kill him. And I don't want to kill him, but I might have to kill him. So we killed him and then we hid his body under the church.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, and they're looking for him the next day. It was like twice as much guard presence on the streets. And so I was like, ooh, put my cloak up and just totally unnoticed, you know, like.
Let's go.
It's hard though because it was funny. I have this cloak. It's called the Cloak of Many Fashions, and I can change the color and material of it.
The Cloak of Many Drip.
Yeah, so I can just change it to be whatever kind of cloak I want.
Let's go.
So usually I go pitch black, you know, just like a dark cloak, and I put that over my head. But it's like, so I put my hood up to try to be incognito, and then. But Cinder, the guy who's walking with me, is a barbarian, and he basically is wearing like a loincloth. Like he just has no clothes on, basically. So it's like you cannot be inconspicuous in this town because it's just me, and I'm with my freaking barbarian friend who's like a big burly dude who like looks like a crazy warrior guy. You know, so it was kind of funny. But anyways, it was wild. I killed my brother. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Rest in peace. But you were finna take my little sister, and I'm not gonna allow that.
That's a pretty crazy story.
Yeah, it was nuts. And then the other campaign is just as crazy, if not more. It's nuts.
Well, I'm gonna have to hear more about that storyline.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a great one because he's like your classic hero guy.
Let's go.
My character. So that's always a good thing to hear. Taylor just lies to everybody and farts. Yeah. There's been a couple times where I've done spells in front of people and I just fart instead. Hilarious. Yeah, it's so funny, dude. This kid was like, I'll give you a tour of this town if you pay. And I was like, how about a magic trick? And I do it like in my old man voice. I was like, how about a magic trick instead? And she was like, I mean, okay. And then I was like, ta-da. And she was like, no, I'm not going to show you anything. And I was like, kids these days.
Well,
that's all we got.
That's all we got.
That's all we got this week.
That was D&D with Gage.
Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to Rapid Trails.
I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Ciao, babies.